Apple technicals to watch from here. Today it's down 1.5%, 175. That's where it's trading at the moment. What to watch from here? Let's switch to a daily chart. If we take a look at the daily chart, all-time high is 182.94, and that's the resistance I'm watching to the upside. So if this stock tries to take out all-time highs, well, I would watch this level first as a resistance. If it chops around here, gets here, pulls back, breaks out, that's when I would consider going long if it just takes out that level and that level becomes support. This is to the upside. To the downside, well, right here I was watching this trend line, downtrend basically, as a resistance. Now if Apple comes down, I would like to see this level to hold, and I would like to see this level to act as a support if it comes down. Also, what I'm watching as a support right here, right now, let's pull out moving averages. If you look at the yellow line on my chart, that represents 50-day moving average. It's uptrending. 100-day, this is purple line, uptrending. 20-day, this blue line is uptrending. 200-day moving average, it has been uptrending. So all moving averages are uptrending. And when you see that, there's no reason to be bearish at these levels. If it comes to test these levels, 50-day moving average, which is 168 at the moment, that's where I would consider to be a decent support for Apple. What else? There's also people speculating that this stock could hit $200. What's the probability of that? So they have reported coming out, earnings report, April 28th, and second half of April usually is seasonally strong. So first half we might see some dip, and if it dips to those levels, I would consider maybe to play pre-earnings run up. But let's take a look. Like, what's the probability that Apple will hit $200 after reporting earnings by next earnings? Let's say, let's give it a little bit of a time, right? Let's go July 15th. So what's the probability? What's the not probability? Like, what's the probability of that strike price getting in the money? What option market is pricing? So if you look at the probability of $200 strike price going in the money at the moment, right here, right now, it's 15%. And open interest for those $200 strikes 6,000, 5,800. So that's not a whole lot of contracts. A lot of people are buying all-time high strike price, basically 180. So people think that if it gets back above 180, it can run, and that premium is a bit expensive for July. But if you look at the stock price right here, right now, which is 175, and from here by July 15th, option market is pricing $23 move, upside or downside. So if you do the math, it would take the stock almost to 198. So that's what option market is pricing. And by looking at this $200 strike price probability of going in the money, 15%, I mean, it's usually even 15% for me, it's pretty decent. I have taken even like 10%, 2%, 5% probability trades, just like with like Twitter, right? A lot of people were buying these calls just speculating that Twitter will pop, and eventually, well, after Elon was tweeting last week, a lot of people were just putting their money in there, speculating that probably some catalyst coming out. Well, for Apple, I don't know what kind of catalyst could be coming out for this stock to run to 200, but just technical breakout alone above this 182 can definitely take it towards to 190. Okay, that's not a big deal for it to run to 190. Last time we saw this stock break out of 150. Well, it did run all the way to 180, and it took 1 month for it to do so. So if it happens again, 190, I could see it running towards there just because of its market capitalization. But again, it's not a financial advice, but that's just me speculating about probabilities of what could happen to Apple after they report. If they report very strong earnings, we can see definitely it breaking out of it, at least breaking out of its all-time highs. But if it drops, 50-day moving average, solid support. Option market today, not doing much. There's a lot of volume to go through individually. 330,000 calls, 220,000 puts. That's the volume, and it's still early. And we have FOMC coming out tomorrow, so we'll see what happens today. Slightly overall market down. If you look at the let's take a look at the indices just quickly. If you look at these, well, let's go to S&P 500. Yesterday, all these tech, communication services, tech, all of these like red sectors, they were doing very well versus healthcare, financial, consumer staples, energy, real estate, utilities. They were all down yesterday. And today, exact opposite. So basically, tech is pulling back while everything else is trying to bounce. So that's what's going on. That's pretty much Apple is coming down with the market. It's not alone. If you look at the NASDAQ 100 here, you will see that, well, chip makers are the biggest losers, 4%, NVIDIA, 3.5%, Tesla, Amazon, 2%, while Apple is only down 1.5%. So that's the update for Apple. It's been a while, but thanks for watching. See you in the next one.